setting ourselves up. If anyone has joined, we're just waiting a few minutes. We're still really very early, waiting for everyone to log on. Thank you for those of you who have joined so far. Thank you, Iris. Awesome. My day was awesome. We can do a bit of chatter away until everyone shows up. Beautiful sunshine. My little girl's not well, but nevertheless, we had an awesome day. And I'm just enjoying a nice cafe latte. You can, if you guys are listening, you can press the bottom of the screen, and it sends little hearts out. Lets me know that you're either listening or that you like what I'm saying, that sort of thing. It'd be great to know that it's very interactive. Yeah, I'll sleep like a baby. I sleep like a baby all the time, Iris. No problem whatsoever. It's double shot as well. Double strength latte. Everyone's just slowly joining in, guys, so there's plenty of time. There's still a couple of minutes. We'll wait a couple of minutes. Everyone's slowly joining in. If you can hear me and the broadcast is clear enough for you, either write a little message down the bottom or tap the bottom of the screen. It sends little hearts out, lets me know that you're listening. Yeah, that's a nice heart. James, thumbs up. Awesome. Beautiful. Lots of thumbs up. Little hearts coming on my screen. Loud and clear, Joe Labs. Beautiful. Okay, so Simone Royal. Simone, I haven't seen you for a little while. I hope you're well. Nice little smiley face. Thank you for joining. Okay, so on my clock it says 8:03. So I'm going to get started, which pretty much means that if you've just joined, you're late, right? And part of this transformation challenge is making sure that you're precise, and that you've put your name down for something and you've committed to it. Okay, but first and foremost, everyone who's live on the broadcast, welcome along. My name's John. I'm the owner of Alien Fitness, and I just wanted to welcome everyone and thanks to for your efforts in coming along tonight and making sure, listening, seeing what I've got to say, and more than anything, joining Alien Fitness and making this commitment into this challenge, into this 12-week challenge. By no means is this my challenge. Kane has put this challenge together, and this is all his work. But I'm here just to support him, and I'm going to support him as much as I can. There's lots of exciting things coming up, but with the group PTs, with the small sessions, with all the classes, with the workouts, there should be videos coming out tomorrow. I'm sure James has been working very hard all weekend getting these workout videos put together. That rather than having a sheet of paper, you'll have these videos that you can refer to on YouTube, which is Kane, who's he's put the workout together. James has filmed them, and they're ready for you whenever you want them. But outside of that, you can come and speak to any one of the team, and they can help you out, as the weeks progress. But yeah, this is Kane's challenge. Anything you want to know about the challenge, make sure you speak to him. Chandra's away on holiday for another week, but when she gets back, she'll be heavily involved in the challenge. And ask any one of us. Ask myself if you want to know anything about the challenge. I've done plenty of transformation challenges in the past. So it's an exciting time. You should be excited. Tomorrow is the start of something that shouldn't be taken lightly, and I'm going to give you the hard, the truths here. Oh, lots of hearts. Thank you very much. It's good to know that everyone is listening and that you're interactive. I'll give you the truth here, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think that sometimes, and I was on Periscope yesterday speaking to Anita and maybe a couple of others. The fitness industry sugarcoats how hard things are. It really does sugarcoat it, and I think clubs out there and trainers and owners and managers, they're scared to give the truth, because when someone walks into the gym and says, what's it going to take for me to transform? What's it going to take for me to lose this amount of weight? What's it going to take for me to get these results? They're scared of losing this person from potentially becoming a member. They're scared of giving the hard facts in case this person, doesn't join their gym or their club, or doesn't become a client of theirs. The hard facts, the hard facts are that it's hard. There's no doubt about it. It's tough. It's hard, and the more training you do, the better it is. None of this. 2 or 3 sessions a week. You hear it on TV all the time. A couple of sessions a week, should be enough to get you, to get some sort of fitness level. And you know what? A couple of sessions a week is probably better than someone who's sitting on the sofa doing nothing. But it's not going to give you the results that you've got pictured in your head. And most of the time I speak to people, they have this idea in their head, they have this picture, they have this goal, but the work to get there is too difficult. It's in the too hard basket, so they drop off. And this is the things that I'll be talking about tonight. I'm not going to take long. I'll be on here for no more than 20-30 minutes. Everyone's got families. Everyone needs to relax. You're all going to be wired tonight. Ready to start tomorrow, as I am now. But I've been geeing myself up for this call all day. And I'm not even doing the challenge. So I can't imagine you guys. You've got the next 12 weeks ahead of you. It's a fantastic learning experience. It's a fantastic. It's a fantastic character building experience, and it's going to be a great way to get some mateship, to make some new friends, some camaraderie, some help. It's going to be an awesome experience. Those of you who experience this for the next 12 weeks, you'll have something in common for the rest of your lives. So you've got 3 teams, and the reason why we decided to do 3 teams is because individually I've found that over the past, you're not accountable to anyone apart from yourself. And to be honest, if you're in the situation that you're in now, it's because you haven't had enough discipline in the past to make the changes required to get the results that you wanted. So now you're accountable to your teammates. You're accountable to the person next to you. Reddy Wall from Washington. Yeah, awesome. You can start the challenge in America if you like. So now you're accountable to the people next to you. You're accountable to your friends. And if they don't stop, then you shouldn't stop. Simple as that. Okay. You've got 3 teams of 6 from what I see here. And with the names that I see here, some names have got a history of starting something and not finishing. All sorts of excuses. Others have got a history of starting something and going at it really hard and completing it really, really well. So there's a good mixture. And then there's other names on here who I don't recognise and who I don't think have done any challenges with Alien Fitness before. So there's a good mixture of people, and we can all help each other. We can all help each other, definitely. What I would suggest is that you start, once you find out your own teams, you start your own little groups. Okay, you start your own little chats and you help each other out. To meet on a regular basis in the gym in an ideal world would be great, but it's understandable that you can't. So definitely once for your small group PT, if you can, that'd be great. But otherwise, start off your little groups, exchange ideas, talk to one another, and see how you go. So what I wanted to start on was basically there's 3 teams. There's going to be a winning team, no doubt about it. I come from a background of competitive sport. I was a professional soccer player my whole life, so I don't know how to do anything that doesn't require winning and losing. Okay, the difference between this challenge and a grand final is that in a grand final there's a loser. In this challenge there's no losers. There's basically people who didn't win the overall prize but still made the necessary changes and transformation required to be satisfied within themselves. Okay? There's going to be a winner, definitely going to be a winner, and the winning team, okay, is going to be based on overall weight loss, and it's going to be based on overall inches or centimeters lost, okay, and it's going to be relative to everyone's start position, okay. So forget about if someone weighs for example 200 kilos and loses 60 kilos compared to someone who weighed 90 and only loses 20. It doesn't matter, that the bigger person lost more weight. It's going to be relative to their start and relative to their transformation. Okay, we're not going to be biased. We're just going to be, we'll probably put it out there at the end. We're still, a little bit unsure on how we're going to do the judging, but we're definitely not going to be biased. There's also going to be a prize for the best transformation. Okay, so if this is what you want, this is your own challenge. There's going to be a prize for the best transformation, and then there's going to be other spot prizes along the way. So think of your challenge. Think of what your challenge is. Most importantly, get your before pictures in tomorrow. They must be sent in tomorrow. Okay. For me, the scanner and the before picture is like the signed contract. Okay. If you do not put your before picture in, then you forfeit. You can send it to Kane, Kane at alienfitness.com.au. Okay? Kane at alienfitness.com.au. No one will see him, okay, apart from Kane and myself. Hold a newspaper. Tomorrow's paper would be great, okay, so that we know that you took it on that day. Just a pair of shorts and a crop top is fine, whatever you feel comfortable in, okay, but it needs to be clear enough that we can see the transformations at the end. That's the signed contract right there. If you do not send your before picture in, then it does not count. Okay? Think of your goal. Okay? Very important. Think of your goal. think of what you want to achieve at the end of the 12 weeks, okay, and go for it. Yeah? Don't just think, oh, look, it'd be great to lose a few kilos. I'm doing this challenge just to lose a few kilos. I'll tell you right now, this is a transformation challenge. It's not a weight loss challenge. It's a transformation challenge. If you just want to lose a few kilos, this is not the challenge for you. Okay? You've entered the journey. You've paid your money to go and get this scanner done. You've been to the information nights. You're logged on tonight. Okay? You've come this way now. You're committed. You're 100% committed. Okay? It's a transformation challenge, not a weight loss challenge. Okay? You want to make sure that you transform to the best of your ability. Set your target and go for it. Okay? I would say set a ridiculous target. Set a target that's unachievable. Okay? That's what I do. Set something that's unachievable, totally unachievable, out of this world, pardon the pun, Alien Fitness, out of this world. Unachievable. If you fall slightly short, you're a winner. Okay? If you set a realistic goal and you fall short, you're going to be very disappointed, if that makes sense. Yeah? Hearts, if that makes sense. Set something out of there, completely out of there, okay, and target it, okay, as best you possibly can. That's your start. I want to read something out, okay, and I want you to really focus on this. I looked up the word commitment and the definition to commitment. And the definition, there was a few definitions, but the definition that I liked was to bind or obligate as by pledge or assurance. To bind or obligate as by pledge. Okay? You're committed. You've signed that deal. You've binded as by pledge. Okay? Think about a promise that you made to your family, to your children, to your wife, to your husband, or to whoever it may be. And you do not break that promise. Okay? You've committed. You've promised yourself that you will do this transformation challenge for 12 weeks to the best of your ability. Okay? Do not get to the 12 weeks. Do not get to the 12 weeks having not done it properly. Okay? I have friends, and hopefully my friends are listening here. I have friends who have been talking to me about losing weight for 4 years. Okay? And all it requires is 12 weeks. Okay? They've tried 4, 5, 6, and good on them for trying, and I want them to keep on trying. Yeah? But they've tried 4, 5, 6, 7 times to lose weight. It just doesn't happen. If they committed properly, all it would take would be once. One time. For 12 weeks. Okay? They could have enjoyed the last 5 years. Commitment. To bind or obligate as by pledge or assurance. You've committed. Okay? You've pledged. You've signed that deal. Send in your pictures tomorrow. Do your scanner tomorrow night. Okay? Set yourself those goals. Make sure you reach them. Now I'm going to read you something else, right? Because commitment was like, yeah, come on, let's do it. You know, that's like, yeah, that's me. I'm committed. Everything I do, I'm committed. Yeah. People get frightened sometimes, but hey, that's me. I'd rather 100% effort. So commitment is a motivating thing. It's a motivating word. Now I'm going to give you excuses. Yeah. I looked up the word excuses. The excuses says to release from an obligation or duty. To release from an obligation or duty. So you had an obligation and you had a duty to yourself, to your friends and to your family because you put yourself out there. But you came up with 101 excuses to fall off the bandwagon. Yeah? That's terrible. That's demotivating. The word excuses for me, I would rather someone put their hand up and say, I was too weak. Or I love my food too much, you know. I'm not happy.
but I love my food too much. I couldn't do it. I would rather someone do that than say, oh, this and the next thing. And I'm going to give you a list of excuses here that we commonly hear throughout these challenges. But to release from an obligation or duty. Guys, for those of you who are listening, you have an obligation and a duty to yourself, to your family, for the people around about you who are trying to support you through this. Okay? Sometimes we wonder why our families or our friends don't support us. Maybe because you've used the word committed lightly 101 other times, and then used the same word excuses 101 other times. So people just don't believe you anymore that you're going to be committed through to the end with something. So with these challenges, no doubt they're very tough. The best thing about them is at the end, when you do reach your goal and you do have that after picture, and you look at yourself and you go, wow, I went through a hell of a lot in the 12 weeks, but look, it was tough, but look at my final result. I feel great about myself right now. Common issues, guys. So a few common excuses and common issues through these challenges that I've heard over the years, which I want you to really be aware of, is the common one is comparing yourself to someone else. Yeah, I hear a lot of the time. I could see that person. I could see that person achieving so many results, and it just demotivated me. Yeah, that is an excuse. Okay, you cannot compare yourself to anyone. So you've seen someone else achieve great results. Who's to say that you haven't? Just because, a lot of the times we can't see the results on ourselves. Yeah. A lot of the times it takes longer for your body to respond to certain exercises or certain diets than someone else. So you need to see it out. You need to see the whole 12 weeks out. Speak to your professionals. Okay. Do not listen to your friends or your family with any sort of advice, that they've read in a magazine or that they've seen on TV. If you want to know the truth, if you want to know the true hard facts, come and speak to one of us. Come and speak to your professionals, and we'll tell you the truth. We'll tell you how we can help, and what you should be doing. But do not compare yourself. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. That is the worst thing that you could possibly do. Everyone is different, made up differently genetically. Okay, everyone has different lifestyles. Everyone follows different nutritional regimes. Everyone does different trainings. People have different intensity when they train. So do not compare yourself to anyone else. Okay, I will not take that as an excuse at the end. We hear other little things like, my partner's not being supportive. This is another excuse. I'm sorry, but your partner didn't decide to do this 12-week challenge. You decided to do this 12-week challenge. So regardless of what your partner says, this is your responsibility, your obligation, your commitment. Okay? If your partner wants to have a McDonald's on a Friday night, who are you to say, oh, you shouldn't be having a McDonald's, you should be supporting me? That's their problem. You should just be shutting off and doing your own thing. Yeah? If they wanted to do the 12-week challenge, they would have done the 12-week challenge. Yeah? If they didn't want to eat McDonald's, they wouldn't eat McDonald's. They would have done the 12-week challenge. Yeah? So we're not the same. Okay? We're not the same. Your partner is not the same as you. Just because you love each other, it doesn't mean that they're exactly the same as you. That's an excuse. Total excuse. You decided that you wanted to do the challenge. Okay? So you be big enough to make the decisions, okay, and forget about everything else that goes around. So on that note, preparation is key. Yeah, I know that mentally it's very tough when you're really hungry and you're making these changes in your transformation. That when you see someone eating a fish and chips from McDonald's or something like that, and the smell just gets very difficult. It's very easy to say, "Oh, I was starving, I couldn't do it. I was weak." Preparation is the key. Realistically, if you're not hungry, you're not going
you're not going to give in to those temptations. So be prepared. You should be eating every couple of hours, and the guys will talk to you through it. Okay, they'll talk you through it. One of the other common issues that I hear quite regularly with these challenges is that there's too much pressure. Yeah, too much pressure. Everyone's eyes are on me. You know, everyone's asking me how I'm doing this and how I'm doing that and why am I doing this and when are you doing this, and I just feel under too much pressure, so let's just quit. Yeah? Who doesn't feel pressure in everyday life? You've got family, you've got kids, you've got work commitments, you've got bills to pay. Everyone feels the pressure. This is no different, you know? No different whatsoever. Pressure is an excuse. The only pressure you're going to have is a pressure that you put on yourself, okay? Because people around about you don't care what you're doing. They really don't, you know? They really don't. If they're asking you a question, it's because they want to know something, okay? Or it's a legitimate question. You know, don't think that everyone else is watching you. And, you know, if you do have people who are asking you a question, you know, who are asking you backhanded questions or whatever, they might be jealous, right? First you get your haters, and then these haters become admirers. Okay, once you push through that noise, and you show everyone, show these haters what can be achieved by pushing through these noises. These people become admirers. Okay, at the start it'll be, why are you doing that for? That's silly, that's stupid, have a beer, have a glass of wine, you need to enjoy life. Life is too short. You'll hear a lot of that, yeah? Life is too short, you know, a weekend is fine, you know, Friday, Saturday is fine, you can relax. Unfortunately, it's not, guys. You know, you do 5 days on, 2 days off, okay, that's enough to wreck your progress, okay? And come and speak to us about that, okay? Come and speak to us about that. Definitely not good to do Monday through to Friday and then do a Saturday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, relax and, you know, with junk food and beer or wine, alcohol. That's just not on. Completely not on. So the pressure that you're going to feel is a pressure that you put on yourself. And that's great. That's great because, you know, that's what's going to push you forward, okay? I'm scared is another one. I'm scared I'm going to fail. You know, well, we're all scared. We're all scared of things in life, you know. If we were to stop every time we were scared of something, we would achieve absolutely nothing. And you know what? Maybe that's why you haven't achieved your goal, you know, your physical or your health goal, because you're scared of failing and so you've just stopped, right? You need to go through it. You need to go towards that fear, you know, because that fear is the thing that's going to challenge you. You know, it's going to make you better. It's going to make you grow as a person. It's going to, you know, make you grow a bigger backbone. It's going to give you more confidence. Definitely, you know, for sure. Illness. I was sick, so I had to stop. How many people do you know that get sick for 12 weeks? You know, if you get sick for a week, you get sick for a week. The last challenge that I done was a 10-week challenge. I think it was 3 weeks to go or something, and I got tonsillitis and I don't know whatever else I had. I would say for a good 7 to 10 days I didn't train. It was the end. You know, there was like 2 or 3 weeks to go. So what should I say? Should I have said, you know, forget about the, you know, 7 or 8 weeks of hard work that I've done. That's all gone to hell. You know, next time, you know, I didn't. I just said, well, you know, it is what it is. I've lost the 7 days. I'll just get back on. I've still got 2 more weeks. Let's hit it hard for 2 weeks. Yeah? So the illness thing is an excuse. Unless you fall ill for the whole 12 weeks or something happens that you cannot do a single thing for 12 weeks, then the illness thing is an excuse. Purely because the 12-week challenge, it's probably going to take you about 4 weeks to really find your rhythm and really find your feet with your food, your nutrition, your training, your routines, right? It's going to start tomorrow, and as soon as you hit it hard, right, you're going to have your withdrawals, your headaches, your sugar cravings,
You're going to be dehydrated. You're going to feel like crap. You're going to feel like crap for at least a week. At least a week. So be prepared for that. So, you get over the first week and then you start playing around with your food and your training and all this. Before you know it, you're 4 weeks into this challenge, right? So it's going to take you, no word of a lie, it's going to take you 4 to 5 weeks to really find your feet into this challenge, okay? And then it's going to get tough. It'll get tough, and as the weeks go on, your nutrition starts to change, your training starts to change, and it's going to get harder and harder and harder. There'll be a small section in there where you think, oh, well, it's easy now. It's really, it's comfortable, it's easy. I'm used to it now, it's not that difficult, but that's only a small section, okay? Once you start to know that the end is near, the last 2 or 3 weeks, then you start to get the cravings again. You start to think, well, I've done a lot of work here, I've done a lot of sacrifices, I wouldn't mind relaxing a little bit, and that's when you need to stay strong, guys, and that's when you need your peers beside you to stay strong for you. Share your experiences, share your feelings. Definitely, it helps, but share them with the people around about you who are feeling the same thing. Yeah, someone who's not doing the challenge will not know what you're feeling, and they'll try and give you all sorts of advice, okay, based on something that they don't know. Okay, so speak to people who are doing the challenge, and strength in numbers. That's what I say. Strength in numbers for sure. Guys, I'm not going to keep on going on about it. I just wanted to give you some reality checks. Basically that it's going to be tough. No doubt. That make sure you hit the end of the 12 weeks, or else you're gonna regret it forever. Okay, forget about what anyone else says around about you. Don't worry about the pressure. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. Set yourself a ridiculous target and go for it. Don't set yourself a realistic goal. I don't believe in realistic goals. Realistic goal, you fall short, you're going to be disappointed. Set yourself an outrageous goal. If you fall short, you're going to be happy either way. I believe in you guys. I know the people around about you believe in you guys. You guys just need to start believing in yourself. You can do it. 12 weeks is not a long time, okay? Like I said before, I've been speaking to some friends for 4 years. They've tried 2 and 3 12-week challenges and haven't completed it properly, and we're 4 years on now. So you do the challenge properly, all you need is one block of 12 weeks, and you won't look back ever for the rest of your life. You can do it. Remember the word commitment. Yeah, to bind or obligate as by pledge or assurance. You've pledged that you're going to do this. Yeah. So anything short of that, and you failed. Okay. Excuses, to release from an obligation or duty. Yeah, you've got an obligation and a duty to your family, and you want to run away from it. That doesn't happen, does it? You've got an obligation or a duty to your work. You don't run away from that. You've got an obligation or a duty to your kids. You don't run away from that. So you've pledged for this. You've now got an obligation and a duty to this challenge. Don't run away from it. Don't run away from it. And like I said before, I'd rather you put your hand up and say, I was weak. Not for me. I was weak. It was too much. And the other thing is, you've pledged to your team now. Okay, so I was speaking to someone today, Jody Clinch, if you're listening. It was great. It was great for that vote. It was great seeing you today at the Rosebud Soccer, and it was great for that. It was great to hear that you said that the team idea was brilliant because you had someone to answer to, and that's what we wanted. You've now pledged to your team. Yeah, Kane has put you in teams, 3 teams of 6. Okay, you should all know your teams by now. Through the email that he sent, you've pledged to your team. What are you going to tell your team when you're feeling crappy a few days in a row, yeah, and you want to quit, what excuse are you going to give your team? Yeah, you might not want to win. Okay, the overall winning team with the overall weight loss or the overall centimeters lost might not be important to you, but it might be important to the 5 other people in your team. So what are you going to do? Are you going to stick at it, or are you just going to quit? Yeah, this is where we're at now. So if you want to quit, okay, before anyone knows your name, you're better off doing it now. Okay, don't even show up for the scan tomorrow. Yeah, don't send your pictures in. Okay, because that's you made a decision. I can live with that. I can't live with someone 6 weeks in saying, it was too difficult, and it lets everyone else down. So you have got 5 other people to answer to now. Do I care? Yeah, I care. I care, but in the grand scheme of things, do I care that you don't complete the challenge? Not really. I'm doing my best to give you the tools. I'm giving you the tools. Kane's giving you the tools. Chandra's giving you the tools. All our instructors are giving you the tools to go out and do your best and achieve your goals. Yeah, that's our job. We have a duty of care. We do care. Okay. But in the grand scheme of things, are we going to lose sleep that you didn't achieve your goals because you quit 6 weeks in? No. Are you going to lose sleep? You might tell me to my face that you don't care, but I know that you do. I know that you do, because I know some of you, okay? And if you didn't care, you wouldn't be doing this challenge. Definitely. So on that note, I'm going to leave you guys. I believe in you. The team believes in you. I know your friends and family believe in you. Start believing in yourself. If you have any questions, come and see us. You've got 12 weeks to really show yourself more than anything else. Don't worry about anyone else around you. To show yourself that you can do something, that you've started something and you've completed something. Yeah? Just like anything. You decided that you wanted children, you planned for it, and you reached your goals. You decided that you wanted to get married, you planned for it, and you got married on your wedding day. Yeah? You decided that you wanted to buy a house, you planned for it, you saved money, you bought the house. Yeah? You have now decided that you want to transform your mind, your body, and your health. Plan for it, take the action, and complete it. Okay? And that's you being successful. Regardless of the outcome at the end, you've decided, you've planned, you've taken action, and you've completed. Yeah? That's the most important thing, okay, for you to sleep at night. On that note, guys, have a great night. Sleep tight. Get ready. Get pumped for tomorrow. Get pumped for the next 12 weeks. Don't let yourself down. Don't let your team down. And remember, post your pictures in tomorrow. And I'll see you around the gyms. Kane will see you around the gyms tomorrow and for the coming weeks. And if you need anything, please come and see us. We're more than happy to help. We want to see you succeed. Okay, we want some new transformation pictures up on our website. Yeah, we want you to motivate and inspire others. Okay, it's easy for us trainers to it's easy for us trainers. People don't believe us. You've been involved in this industry forever, but you guys make the change, make the transformation, inspire others around about you. Okay, we inspire others with action. We don't inspire others by preaching and not actioning. Reach your goals and we'll all be happy, and you'll be happy more than anything else. Okay, don't kid yourself on. Don't lie to yourself. Don't give yourself excuses. Just go for it. Yeah, just do it. That's it. Just action it and just do it and kill it right to the very end. No matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how many challenges you have along the way, just go for it right to the end. And so that you can say, I started something that not everyone could do. I mean, we've got 18 challenges, guys. Alien Fitness has got over 1,000 members. Which tells me that 18 people knew that it was going to be tough, know that it's a hard thing to do, but decided to do it anyway. Okay, that all in itself deserves a massive round of applause. So congratulations. for starting. Congratulations for deciding to do this. And I'll congratulate you at the end when you complete the challenge and you reach your targets. Okay? Thank you very much, guys. We'll be doing a lot more of these broadcasting throughout the 12 weeks. It's very easy if you guys are at home, comfort of your own sofas, coffee, tea, green tea, whatever it is, glass of water. It's very easy. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you around in the gyms. Okay? Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.